For any of you guys that are out there that are scooter lovers, this is my 2005 Honda Silverwing 600 that's been kind of rat-rotted out and souped up. When I got this thing, the whole seat was like a giant banana seat. It's because somebody had reupholstered it by putting some extra foam like in this area and up here and everything, and then covered it with a new seat cover. So it was like big, and I ended up taking that off and found out, hey, look, there's the original seats underneath there. And then it had some cracks and rips in it, so I put a new cover on it anyway. But put some saddlebags on it, tour pack, and added some pod speakers with a stereo. That's a Bluetooth, mostly just a Bluetooth unit, and a TPS sensor that tells me my tire pressure sensor at any given time. And of course a cup holder, gotta take your drinks with you. But windshield was all opaque and you couldn't see through it, so I painted it black. It looked a little bit better that way than looking all yellowed like the windshield, or not the windshield but the headlight. In fact, it was actually more yellow than that. But originally it's a Silverwing 600, and I had somebody who was a machinist, and he actually machined me out some new cylinder heads, pistons, crankshaft, cams, everything, jumping it from 600 cc's up to 800 cc's. A Magnum tuner kit that was designed for the Honda Silverwing 600s to give you a little bit more performance, which I had to reprogram and everything. And a bunch of other mods. I got a Mallossi Clutch. I got a Mallossi high performance multi-phase Variator in it. It's extraordinarily fast. I ain't gonna say how fast because I like taking money off of people that have those 600cc sport bikes, because this is not 600 cc's anymore. And a lot of people think that scooters are slow, and then there's people that know that scooters that have the type of transmission that these things have are quite fast, a lot faster than people think they are. But this is my Silverwing 600 or 800 right now. But she's fast. She handles really good. Today I just put on some new fork tubes that were rebuilt, and brand new fork seals and everything, because the old ones I had, the upper tube right here, all the chrome had rotted away, and even with new fork seals, it wasn't sealing. All the fork oil was just pouring out and covering up my brake caliper, and it was leaking out, and the suspension was horrible, and the steering and riding and the thing was not comfortable. But put those on there. They're used, but they're completely rebuilt, and just did that today. And I got a lot of work to do on it. The plastics down here where they all attach to the frame for the footrests and everything were damaged. I did some basic repair, anything full and official. Eventually I plan on completely replacing or repairing all the plastics the proper way. But I kind of like right now keeping it looking like a piece of junk that's barely operational, so that I can challenge some people and show them that they're not as fast as they think they are, because a scooter just beat them. But she's kind of broken up. I took the backrest that was here that goes on it, and I took that off and used the brackets to mount this seat rest, and it folds down, which I modified it so it would fold down, so that when I'm giving my girlfriend or her daughter a ride to work or back, whatever, it's a lot easier for them to get off the bike when they can fold this down and just swing their leg over it. But this is my helmet, and my girlfriend has one that matches it exactly. Hers is just a smaller one. The shield that went onto the exhaust pipe, it was broken. It's made out of plastic, but it was broken, so I ended up taking it off and fabricated a ugly one, made out of aluminum diamond plate, and bolted it on. I actually had to replace the shocks, but the shocks that I ended up putting in there are Nitro shocks instead of the original, so I had to modify them to even be able to fit on there. And they have a canister which you can't really see. You can see a little bit right there, all right, that comes off the side of the shock, and because of that, the original air filter wouldn't fit underneath there, So I ended up putting a Spector pod filter on there, and it works just fine. But some of these plastics that are right around here and everything I repainted by using bed liner, and it actually works pretty good. It's pretty tough. But that's my Silverwing as it is right now. Anybody has any questions of some of the performance mods I've done to it, how to do it, if they want to try to do that themselves, or any of the work I've done it, like I've rebuilt the engine completely from the ground up. I did all the work myself. I work at a motorcycle shop, and yes, you know, I don't do this kind of things to other people's bikes. You know, I do it the proper way, but my bike, I could do it whichever way I want. I was lazy, so I didn't route these wires up underneath the fairings, and these are all just the power wires and control wires for giving power to the stereo system, all right, which is these speakers and that thing which gives me the Bluetooth from my phone to that to give these power. That thing's got 300 watts, but underneath the seat I have a subwoofer that is got its own built-in amp all in one unit, and it's a 1,000-watt subwoofer. So audio comes from that thing all the way back here to power the subwoofer that's underneath the seat in the under seat storage. The stereo does not run off of the bike's battery. I have a separate battery in there that's a high amp hour battery that is purely and simply all it powers is the stereo system. I even have a solar panel up here that is a trickle charger, and it just charges the battery that's underneath the seat that's powering the stereo system. So it always stays charged up. And of course this is a switch right here for turning on the subwoofer, and then of course when that thing's turned on it powers just these speakers that are up here. And these speakers are Boss Audio speakers that are rated up to 200 watts each, though that thing cannot give 200 watts to each one because it's only 300 watts, so it's only given maybe 50 watts to each one of them, but they can take a lot more than that, and they are fairly loud even when they're only getting 50 watts. But I could definitely hear it when I'm going down the highway at 70 miles an hour, so I can hear my music. But I have more mods I want to do. Like I want to put a set of handlebar mirrors that goes on the end of your handlebars, come out here, so I can have those to show me my blind spot, while my normal mirrors are showing me what's going on behind me. That way I have more visibility when I'm on the bike. And I had the covers that went over the handlebars across this front here, but I had taken them off because I was doing some work on this, and well, somebody picked them up thinking they were trash at the shop and threw them away, and I haven't been willing or ready to spend the $70 to buy the new piece that goes across the front here, and then $30 a piece for the ones that go down the sides that would cover up all of this handlebars and everything. So I haven't done that yet. I do intend on replacing the windshield at some point, but I just haven't gotten to it yet.